Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your month ahead career reading. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is your reading. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you arrive, there should be a message here for you to receive. So, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on in your career. This is a brand new deck that I have here. It is called the Talesman Oracle. I love working with this deck. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. What do we have going on with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and or Rising? First card out. Ooh, success. That is a great card when it comes to your career. So your month ahead looks pretty successful, Sagittarius. There you go. That's your reading. That's all you needed to hear today. Let's get one more card to pair up with that success. Wow, we have magical power. Sagittarius, what do you got going on in your career? Looks like things are going really well here. We have this star card. Feels like you're in the spotlight with this star energy. Meaning like there's a lot of eyes on you, like you're drawing attention. So maybe you're attracting a lot of customers and clients. If there's something like that you need to communicate, this might be a really good month ahead. Love seeing the star energy here. And we also have this dragonfly. Love that energy. I'm just kind of going with the flow. By the way, Sagittarius, this was an impromptu reading and I felt drawn to choose your sign here. So I'm going to switch over and grab some tarot. Obviously, you can see my table. I have all kinds of cards. I'm just going to kind of let Spirit be the guide on what we need to do today. So what is going on with Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising for career, month ahead. We have the Knight of Wands. Sag, this is you passionately pursuing something to do with your career, okay? Is this a career move? Are you moving for, like, is your job title changing? There's movement. That's what I'm trying to say, Sagittarius. Maybe you are physically moving, like locations for a career. Either way, you seem very passionate and ready for like this adventure. If you're not physically going anywhere, Sagittarius, or you're like, this isn't really making sense, this could be something is coming towards you, Sagittarius. So Knight of Wands, Knights can represent someone coming towards us. But either way, it feels like it's really promising, good news for you, Sagittarius, like this entire reading so far. We end the reading with the Knight of Cups. We're not ending the reading, but we're going to get to the details. We're going to work out the in-between here in a second. But the Knight of Cups coming up in reverse, I think that you're going to be quite pleased with the results that you get over the next 30 days. Obviously, I don't think that this is all coming in at once. I think this is something that you have been working towards, striving towards. So if you're a Sagittarius reading this and you've kind of been waiting for something to pop off and to, get some sign that you're heading in the right direction, this is your sign, Sagittarius, to keep going. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups can represent partnerships. It is showing up in reverse. So I feel like there could be some type of contract happening, some type of an agreement happening. I feel like it's an acceptance. So Sagittarius, be on the lookout for something coming your way. That's an offer of some sort. And I just got chills down my right leg. So that's a good indication that there is another party here. There's another person involved. Is that a boss? Is it a supervisor? Somebody see your talent, offer you something. Be on the lookout for that, Sag. We also have Justice. So whatever this energy is that is coming, it's all happening. But it's happening because of what you've done in the past, okay? The Justice in reverse with this Two of Wands, you're going to be quite pleased with the outcome. Okay, so something is happening here, and this could also involve contracts. So again, negotiations around career. I feel like for some of you, you may be involved with like media. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you're a journalist, or you deal with the public of some sort. Maybe you're bidding some jobs and you get like the biggest job you've ever had before. And it's not necessarily life-changing. For some of you, it could feel like it's very life-changing, but it is going to feel very significant. It's that moment where you're like, I'm so glad that I continued this, and this is my sign. This is what I needed to kind of proceed forward. Okay, let's get one more card for Sag. Career, next 30 days. What is going on with Sagittarius? I'm not seeing a lot regarding like financially. This is more feeling like proud, recognition, you know, getting attention. I would assume the increase as far as financial means will come later. Okay, Eight of Swords. I'm not seeing this Eight of Swords as like a negative energy. Sometimes I would see the Eight of Swords as like you feel stuck, you don't know where to go, you can't see exactly, so you're kind of like afraid to make a move. I don't see it in that way. I'm seeing this as Sagittarius, you do not see this coming at all. It's kind of like wish granted here with that star energy. We have the Three of Pentacles. Be on the lookout for collaboration, for support coming in from other people, okay? Those could be colleagues. This could be your family. There's just this big support energy. Also, what I just heard, someone could be connecting you with someone else. So if you're like in an, I'm getting chills down both of my legs. If you're in like a social situation, okay, so I'm like seeing somebody's at a bar and you're chit-chatting and somebody mentions someone else does this. Connect the dots, Sag. Don't just like blow over it and be like, oh, great, yeah, thanks for telling me that story. There's some significance to someone that's going to come in your it's coming towards you, Sag. It may not like show up at your doorstep, but there's going to be subtle hints that there's this collaboration on the horizon. So be on the lookout. When did this card come out? Didn't even notice this card. We'll take it here. We'll put it as Seven of Wands, and this is coming up in reverse. So this is me thinking like, whatever it is that you were doing that you did not give up on, Sag, you're going to reap those rewards in the next 30 days. You're going to see progress. Again, it might not be like financially, like you've hit the jackpot and your bank account's filling up, but you're going to know that your vision, your dreams, your desires, everything that you have been plugging away at is coming together. Okay, and then we have the Five of Swords here. This feels like the ending to some conflict. The ending of, I think it has to do with that thought of, is this going to work out? Should I proceed forward? I think all of that is going to be left in the past here, Sag. Be mindful, though, of your thoughts, okay? Watch out for signs from the universe. I'm not seeing any specifically right now that jump out at me. We're going to get some more cards to see. I'm getting a lot of chills, though, down my legs. A lot of chills. Pretty intense. So somebody needs to hear this message. So we have boundaries. We have family, okay? I think the support or this information is coming from a family member. I said it earlier. Normally in career, I would think that the support is coming from your colleagues or a supervisor, but I really feel like maybe there's this connection to a family member that's putting you in the right place at the right time. It's all about timing in the next 30 days. And not only do I think, Sagittarius, that there is an important person coming towards you, because we also have the friendship card. This is not only in business. I really think that this is someone who is going to ultimately kind of change and transform the direction that your career was going in, okay? It may not mean that you're changing fields, but just like it's going to help you level up. I don't know if it's a coach or a mentor. It could be. But yeah, there is a lot of changes happening for you, Sag, in the next 30 days. They seem very exciting. We have this boundaries card. I'm going to place it over here with this 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy. I feel like you're going to have to work through kind of what you've been thinking things were going to look like, how they were going to change. So not only is your career heading in the right direction, but I think on a personal level, like you're also changing the way that you're handling your business, kind of your perception, perspective of things. So maybe you thought in order for you to achieve and get to the end goal, you had to do this, this, and this. But I feel like this energy is coming in. This could be this person, this coach, a family member, and they're like, actually, I would recommend you try this, this, and this. And it's kind of like this light bulb goes off and you feel as though you are unstuck here. And I think whatever this energy is, Sag, it's also helping you kind of work through some negative thought patterns of, is this going to work out? Which is what I was mentioning in the beginning. There's a lot of like, is this going to work out? Am I doing the right thing? Stop that. Because if this person comes forward and you remain in that headspace, you're going to be questioning if you should trust this person and if this is the right path. You know, you don't find yourself in a position where like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, thanks for the information. Bye. This person is very significant. Okay. Remember, we had magical power. When we manifest, which that's what I'm grabbing from this magical power, or manifestations show up in a form, usually through a person. So Sag, get out of your head here. Be open to collaborating and working with others. Get excited. And then I think you're really going to be pleased with your results. I'm going to end your reading there, Sagittarius. I hope it helped you. If it did, feel free to comment below. I would love to hear from you, especially if you enjoyed today's reading. Give it a thumbs up. Also, all of my readings on my channel are timeless, so go check them out if you would like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.